Welcome everybody, it's Jake here from Empire, and today we're going to go through yesterday's price action. I got a trade, hit it roughly around 8%, and then I stopped trading. So I'll go through and do backtest yesterday's previous data and look at a bit of a forecast for tonight's price action, okay? So as I stated yesterday, we are trending on the 4 hour. We're making lower lows, lower highs, all right? And this is a confirmed trend. There's a high potential we're going to make a new low. All right, we're trending. Keep it simple. So what do you want to do? You want to look for sells in the premium and buys and discount. Okay, so I did take a trade, and I will go into it. So I don't like trading in the middle of the ranges. However, as I stated, it has to be perfect and neat, and it's my go-to pattern. All right, look into this because I highly recommend it. So yesterday's price action, what did we have? So I'll delete this. This is upcoming data. We've got liquidity down here. We've got equal highs that are probably going to get targeted in the future. We are bearish though on the 4 hour. Okay, so the high time frame structure is king. So what can we expect? We can probably expect price action to dribble up to here, or we can go sideways and just drop. We've got no one knows, all right? However, we just need to get into high probability areas. So on the 1 hour here, I'll zoom right in. You can see here, we're making a change trend. Here, we're making high highs. High highs actually broke trend here in the 1 hour, right here. And then we started trending downwards. Lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high, lower low. So where's our last lower high? Right here. And we break trend during the Asian session. And like I said the other day, when Asian sessions are doing this, usually like we push it up, let's get to the end, there's a high probability that we could definitely make a new high on the 1 hour. All right. It didn't work out the other day over here. The other day was, I was looking for a reaction, and I was looking for my go-to pattern to make a new high. As the other day over here, we had this 1 hour change of trend right here. I'll just draw it on. 1 hour COT. All right. So there's a high potential that we could create a high, high low, and then a new high. And I was waiting for a reaction around here. However, it didn't work out. I just swept this liquidity, then it went. All right. However, I didn't take a trade. I was just waiting for it. So same sort of pattern. Same sort of pattern. Exactly what I was saying. I'll only look for a trade if it's my go-to pattern. And I'm going to show you that. Go look at it and back test it. It's awesome. All right. I'm very, very confident in this setup. So 1 hour change of trend. Let's draw on our 1 hour order block. All right. We'll cover the wick as well. All right. We'll redefine this on the lower time frames. So we'll go to the 15. All right, so we were just respecting this little 15-minute OB at the top here. Okay, so I'm going to draw this on as well. And what do I say? What do I say all the time? Wicks love to get mitigated. All right, so there's a high probability that wicks up here will probably going to get mitigated in the future. We've got no idea when. All right, and we've got these wicks over here. All these equal lows are definitely going to get mitigated, okay? We are bearish, all right? So this is dangerous when you're trading in the middle of the range, all right? And I'm going to show you how to get into high probability trades, all right? So we've got this, this is our 1 hour order block. All right, but as you can see here, we're pretty mitigated on the 15. I think it's sort of mitigated, okay? So as you can see here, we actually have this trend line of liquidity that I drew on yesterday, and price action just took it out, okay? So what are we expecting right now? I'm waiting for a reaction here, okay? So as you can see here, we've actually broken trend on the 15. We had a 1 hour and a 15-minute change of trend right here, and we were making high highs, high lows. We had some new liquidity here built up, and they're pushed up, grabbed liquidity again, respecting this 15-minute OB, and pushed down. what do we have now? 15-minute change of trend again, all right? So there's a high probability this is probably going to roll up and then continue on down to here, okay? All right, so I wasn't even looking for a trade. Until something happened. So yeah, it was creeping up. Not sure if they even tagged that 15-minute OB. And look at this. So we made a 15-minute boss straight away. All right, so we're getting to our key area right now. All right, so let's see what price action does here. Respecting it and coming up. So where's our next 15-minute change of trend? Right here. All right, so I'm just waiting to see how price action reacted and what happened. We did change trend. However, we pushed down in this one candle, all right? So where's our next one? We did that, we had a boss right here, all right? So still not even looking for a trade. I was like, yeah, righto, this could definitely just keep rolling over, you know? Okay, what happened straight away? This is my go-to. This 15-minute candle changed trend, right here, but we created equal highs at the same time. All right, we changed trend and we created liquidity. All right, so when we've got equal highs of liquidity, now we have the 15-minute is bullish and the 1 hour is bullish. Okay, the 1 hour we're expecting, we've made a high, high low. This isn't a confirmed trend yet. All right, we're expecting price action could probably definitely push up into this area and maybe make a new high. Exactly what I was saying the other day, but we didn't get the price action I wanted. So what I do here, you have to be very, very quick. All right. So I drew on my 15-minute range. All right. And then I went to the lower time frames. All right. So I went down to the 5-minute. And where is a high possibility area that price action will probably come back to? Probably this 5-minute OB, all right? I'll just delete this, because you got this here. So well, look, I could look for a trade here, all right? You literally could have done this, however. What do I know? My risk to reward was terrible to get the last high. I like to at least try and have a 2-to-1 or close to a 2-to-1, especially over a 1.5 to the high to take partial straight away, because what can happen is this can't hit. You're not going to be right all the time. Respect it and then drop over. Okay. So where can I look for entries on the lower time frame again? Okay, we've got this little buy to sell range here. So I dug down to the 3-minute. Nothing was very clear, and then I went down to the 1-minute. All right. So I put on 2 entries. Okay. One was for the back of the range. Okay. So I just put an order on right here on this last 1-minute OB. Remember, if you have two accounts, I highly recommend doing this. You have one down here, a bit more risky, but the rewards can be great. Okay, this can be 2%, and look at this, 3, nearly 4% to the high right here. That would be spot on. So what I choose is we have that little sell buy range, or buy sell range, whatever it is, on this time frame, and you can go down here. You can see this little 1-minute demand zone. Okay, so I was expecting this to hold. So on the 5-minute, everything was sort of mitigated, and this is where you can make your risk to reward a lot smaller. Okay, so you can look for entries right here. All right, and then what's this here? It's 2-to-1 straight away. Okay, so you had to be quick here. So I actually had trading doesn't go as planned, and you always have distractions and noise in the background. And I'm going to tell you honestly, I had my daughter running in here while I was trying to put my trades on. Try to play with me. I was like screaming to my wife, like, babe, come grab Sienna. Come grab the daughter. I'm trying to put a bloody trade on here. So I put a trade on here, and then I came down here, and I didn't get time because I was running downstairs to put her downstairs, and it came down here. So it got to here, and it respected it, and I didn't put a limit order on. Okay, using the time frame, I actually market ordered this. Okay, I like to put a limit ordering because you definitely get a good feel. All right, so I actually market ordered this, and it popped up to I think like 248 right there. So it was actually around here. I ordered it, and it gave me a bad feel. So I actually had to make sure. So this isn't on perfect. I'll just move it down. I actually had to make sure this was covering the low. All right, so that was about 2.4 stop loss, which was look, only a 1.5 pip. Okay, however, we created equal highs of liquidity with the 15-minute breaker structure. Go back test this. This is my go-to. When we create equal highs with a breaker structure on the 15, then we look to enter in a premium discount. All right. So where did this get to in the 15-minute range? It came back into the premium level, which is right here, 50%. We want to look for buys here. Okay. So I ordered it, got a shit fill, went to there. So I was like, I wasn't happy with that, but look, I was in the trade now. I just had to play it out. Okay. So where do I aim for next? All right. So I pushed this limit here. I went for the risk. I didn't take the profit straight away. I was aiming for up here. Okay. Why? You got this 15-minute OB from over here. I've got this previous liquidity over here. That price action probably on the target. Okay. And this is the next 1 hour potential boss right up here. Okay. So we're expecting, there's a 75% probability that we're probably going to equal this high or make a new high. Okay. So let's just play through here on we'll go to the 5-minute and see what price action does. Okay. And where would we target? All right. So you need to take partials straight away. I'll take partials here. And then my next area I was expecting this wick up top here to get mitigated. All right. So we've got this 5-minute OB. This is the high here. All right. So once this happened here, I'll show you why. So I took profits here. Next target was up here. So just over 7.5, maybe 8%, 20 pips it was. All right. So got right to the back of the range. All right. And I took off 90% of the trade and I left a tiny bit on just in case we do potentially swap the highs. All right. You never know if it's going to keep going up or down. You just need to get into high probability areas. So look, we're tagged in this trade. Once the trend broke, I took off my next trade and we broke trend. All right, so I took off this trade. The trade was off. All right. So what happens now? Let this. We had the next one. What did we have? We actually had a 1 hour boss. So we have a confirmed trend on the 1 hour. All right, it's all about identifying the trends at the same time. We've got the 15 minutes bullish, the 1 hour bullish. So I actually missed another entry right here because after we've had, one, a new high on the 1 hour, a high low, a high high, there's a high possibility we're going to make a new high low to create a new high now. 75% probability, I'm telling you right now. So we broke low. Yes, it's a week. I don't give a fuck about weeks. We're going to get mitigated, okay? So we can go to 15 again. Let's have a look. Let's see what happened here. Pretty sure there's another entry. So let's see. Price action came down. Okay. This is it here. All right. No, it's not. All right. So there's this entry right here. Actually, guys, I'm thinking wrong. All right. I thought I saw it on the entry. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah. No, I was wrong. Sorry, guys. I thought there was another entry there, but no. I was hoping for, this little 15-minute range, but we did. Oh, actually, let's candle higher. 287. 287 is equal. All right, guys. So yeah, this wasn't a high probability trade. I thought it was sort of another trend, not a trade just before, but obviously I was wrong. So as you can see here, I'll just go back a little bit. What did we create as we got to this area right here? We've got two equal highs, all right? We've got equal highs of liquidity. This is manufactured liquidity. There's a high probability price action will target this in the future. But there's two highs here. We've got this high here, all right? We're starting to trend on the 1 hour, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So I was pretty confident that price action was going to push up, okay? Came right back to the end of the range, all right? Came down to my entry point. This is why you leave your stop loss open, because this is what happens, all right? And I nearly got tagged out. I'll see if I can do a screenshot. I'll put a screenshot in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, go check it out. It's just, you know, I post a few charts here and there. And I literally stayed in by a touch, okay? As I mentioned before, if you move to break even, price action loves to come back, tap the entry point 2-3 times, and then go, okay? So I was very, very lucky, and then price action started pushing up, okay? And then it went, all right? So look here. So price action started pushing up, and bang, up into my level. All right. So remember, always take profits, guys. Always take profits, no matter what. All right. So I'll take profits usually around 2%, and then this is a massive move, 20 pips. All right. So 20 pips, I'll definitely be taking most of your trade off, because price action, you know, can just reverse. And we're getting to where? The back of the 4-hour sell range. So there's a high probability area that price action will just roll over or have a reaction here, okay? And we're getting to a time, 7:45, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I usually don't trade between 8 and 10 Australia time. So I just left it, and I was actually exhausted, guys. I actually stayed up the night before till 3:30. Then I had to take my daughter to daycare at 6:30 in the morning. So I had like 3 hours sleep yesterday. And so it got to this time, and I literally just turned the computer off. I was exhausted. So I didn't look for any trades here. However, the CPI news last night, and as it did, it went absolutely insane, and did exactly what we thought. We took out new lows. So, look, you definitely could have looked into some entries here up in the set region on the lower time frame. Though, looking for little flips, little breaks of structure. You can see ones here. I'll zoom right in. So we hit the back of the range, back of the 4-hour range. We had a chock here, a boss and boss, and then price action came up. Got liquidity building up at the same time, guys. All right, so I was quickly show you can get into these trades. All right, I'd only recommend taking, if you're looking at these, don't take these in the middle of the range. You can have multiple losses. That's why I wait for the 15-minute change of trend in the middle of the ranges. Might go to. But we got liquidity here. So what price action loves to do sometimes, we hit a point of release, coming out, looking for liquidity to build up, and then come back to the back of the range, and then it will start trending, okay? So this is what happens when you don't get entries on the 15-minute breaker structure or 5. So let's just see how this plays out in 1 minute, and I'll just draw it on for you so you can see. You need to go to the high time frame structure, 4-hour, or the back of the range. We're expecting a sell. All right. So no, I didn't take this, but you definitely could have taken this. We had a boss. Where's the supply zone? Right here. Okay. This is on the 1 minute. This is how you take 1 minute entries. Okay. But liquidity building up. There's a high possibility that price action is going to target this, okay? So this is very risky, but I'd recommend waiting for liquidity to build up, okay? So if I would have shown this last time, you definitely could have taken this. We're building up. We're expecting price action to have a reaction from here, okay? So drawing out OB, and you definitely be taking this trade on the 1 minute, okay? It's 4.7, be about 3 pips, okay? Let's just see if it tags into that. And then we'll see if we get a reaction, you know, like 1.5 pips to here to create more equal lows, equal highs. More, look at this, more equal lows is awesome. So when you have 1, 2, 3 equal lows, equal highs, this is high probability that price action will definitely, look at this, we're just range bound. We're going to sweep in one of these directions very, very soon. Okay. More equal highs, and we're tapped into the range. Okay. And look at this, where we're likely to go. We've got all this liquidity here. So you can sort of read the price action. We're just mitigating. It's moving down pretty efficiently. And what's it do? You know, this came up. We've been shitting yourself that price action is going to take you out for loss. Equal lows, more equal lows. When this happens, highly probable that price action is going to respect it and roll over. Okay. So price action did that. All right. So look, we could have waited for. I'm pretty sure we're going to have 5-minute change of trend till down here. I like to wait for confirmation with you guys. Use on the 15. All right. Play through. Alrighty. 5-minute change of trend. All right. We've got liquidity here. We've got liquidity here. You can see at the start of the little trend. All right. And then we could probably possibly come up, sweep this liquidity, and go again. So let's just see how it goes. And it came to this 5-minute OB. All right. We'll sweep this liquidity here. And then obviously, I'm guessing that's the news, CPI news. So, yeah, it was respected, roll over. So I don't usually trade news, guys. It's not worth the risk. You know, you get slippage sometimes. You stuff up. It's not worth it. But you can definitely make some good gains, all right? So, look, that's probably the entry there. You could look for the entry up here on the lower time frame. And where did we go? We swept liquidity straight away down into this 15-minute OB. Perfect. Exactly what I said. You're going with the trend. That's it. Find the supply and demand zones and follow the trends in between those supply and demand zones. That's it. And with respect to this little 15-minute OB over here, this is the last one. It's going to be interesting to see what price action does today, actually. Are we going to roll over? So as you can see, right over here, at this little 15-minute OB, all right? Respected it, all right? So you get a bit confused when we try to say respect sometimes. Sometimes it's just better off waiting for reaction, and then you can see which one are respected, okay? So as you can see here, high, low, high, breaking the boss, high, low, breaking the boss again, trending up. So respected this one. So let's have a look. And then price action went nuts. What time is this? Very late. I don't think. 11 o'clock at night. So what's happened now is so much equal highs up here. All right, liquidity. These are going to get taken out in the future. We don't know when. It's either going up here and roll over, or we're just collecting orders right now. We swept liquidity. I'm going to push up. We'll see. All right. So came down, broke structure again. All right. Pushed up, and wow, bang! I don't think you would have got an entry on these time frames. Look, it has some liquidity built up here. Yeah, look, I would want to say, yeah, we're going to trade here. All right, so this came up here. What did we do straight away? We created more equal highs. So remember, guys, every time this gets hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a high possibility that price action is going to swap this in the future. This is it. Yeah. And there we go. Okay. And come to my next point of interest, what I was looking at, which is this OB up here. And then what do we have here? We've got weekly. We've got weekly highs, weekly equal highs. That price action has potential to spot. Okay. Oh yeah. So price action is pushing up nicely. I'll go to the 15, make it a bit quicker. Wow. You know, look at that move. And we hit the 50% of the imbalance on the higher time frame. There's actually a 15-minute OB there as well that we respected. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We'll just swap liquidity. We'll swap liquidity here. We'll probably come back. So what happens with news events usually? We'll probably come back and mitigate these levels. All right, the wicks. So the wicks on the higher time frame and on the daily or weekly. So these will probably could get mitigated in both directions before going in a direction. All right, so let's just see what happens here. What time is this? Yeah, 2:45, and yeah, exactly what I thought. So this is where we are right now. So what's going to happen today? Let's clean this up. Have we just grabbed liquidity to now roll over into these areas? It could be a high possibility. We're taking out liquidity. We could just get some range bound movement. We don't have a confirmed trend. We do have this 4-hour range right now. So I'll delete this. We've got this 4-hour range right now. So we don't have a confirmed trend yet, but we have broken trend on the 4-hour. Okay. So we are in a buy range. The price action come down here to mitigate these levels and go long. We've got no idea. However, this is a very, very weak price action to stimulate. There's a high possible chance that price action could roll over and fill this. Okay. And if it is so, we'll just wait for some confirmation. Remember, you want to sell in a premium and buy in a discount. Okay. So we are respecting this as we speak on the 1 hour. I'm just going to wait for confirmation. I'm not 100% which direction it's going to go, but we are bullish on the 4-hour and the 1 hour. Okay, and the 15 is bullish as well. So we are bullish at the moment. Okay, so we can definitely maybe push higher. However, tonight, I'm not sure if there is news events tonight. I'll just be waiting for confirmation. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll trade tonight. Been a good week. So guys, trade safe. We might do a little forecast later. Yeah, I think we'll come back down, mitigate these levels. Okay. I'm just going to wait for some same thing I pretty much took yesterday. Some equal highs, created the breaker structure. I'll get a continuation to the downside, go to the downside. Okay. Get one to the upside, go to the upside. So I'm just about waiting for the high probability trade setups. All right, guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, I'll be bringing out free content over the next month. So yeah, have a great day, trade safe, and be fucking consistent.